you say that, but how else am I gonna get strong? Strong enough to protect the people I care about.
You want to get strong, June? Then focus on what's in here.
Huh? What do you mean?
Just keep that fire burning in your heart. And it'll all make sense one day.
Aniki, let's get out of here!
Hey, jackass! You're supposed to tuck and roll! Oh, and you owe me for the window!
Trying to fix things in the dream.
I'm out of the raid. That's final. Now, going clean's gonna be another story, but I'll take care of it somehow. As long as I can keep waking up to you, it's worth it. Go.
Oh, what have we here? Am I interrupting something?
Well, now.
Huh?
June, I thought I wouldn't see you today. Sleep well?
Well, yeah, but it's Dad here who's always sleeping in. In fact, he's asleep right now. How long you gonna doze off anyway? Gotta wake up to reality sometime!
I'll tell you right now. Mikko did have a connection with Kaito Field. But that's nothing a stranger, much less some random doctor would know. Unless, of course, you found that out from Mikko herself. Quit blubbering and tell me the truth!
I understand. I'll talk.
Hello everybody, and welcome back to Lost Judgment with the Kaito Files, where, if Mikko is here, I'm gonna have some real questions. Why is there a pig plushie watching the outside?
Please make yourselves at home. More tea will be ready soon.
Be real with me, Kaito. You think he's got Mom locked up somewhere?
Well, now
This
that might
guy's
be
a real creeper, if you ask me.
He, might be
I don't
sheltering
know.
her?
But I wouldn't rule it out. It'd explain the lack of contact, at least.
Right? Dude, what if he lured us in to get rid of us? For all we know, he could be a total psycho.
Kid's got a point. We won't let our guard down. Or we let our guard down. There's no telling what he might do. Smart of him to usher us inside. I bet my last banana he's hiding something, though. And now that we're in here, I'm finding out what that is.
Is that a female jacket?
I'll give the living room a sweep first.
Is this it?
A stuffed animal. I can see how a loner like Shirakawa might want one. But if I recall, Mikko used to love cutesy stuff like this. She begged me to win him at all the arcades all the time.
This right here. Is this it?
That's a female sweater.
A dining table and I could sit at least 3. Bit much for a bachelor who rarely entertains. And is that Shirakawa's shirt? Looks more like a lady's to me.
He pumping iron?
What are these? Dumbbells?
That geek actually works out?
Guy sure doesn't strike me as the type.
Maybe he wanted to get fit for the ladies, but bailed when it got too tough. My friend in school pulled the exact same shit.
Guess it happens to the best of us.
You got a wine glass, and you're gonna probably make it fall onto the carpet.
This
A
right
purse! This designer bag seems rather feminine. But didn't Shirakawa say he lives alone? Kinda weird for him to have something like this.
Here. What have we here?
How hot do I make the tea? 85 Celsius? No, that's for coffee.
Guessing you don't entertain very often.
Oh, sorry. No, not really.
Oh, and don't even think about poisoning us.
I would never do such a thing. My goodness.
Is that the front?
Let's see.
That kind of seems like a very unnecessary
This
way.
right here.
Is that?
What have we here?
That's Mikiko.
Oh, look at this. That's your mom, ain't it? When do you think it was taken?
I don't know. But my mom used to wear her hair short. Guess it could have grown out since then.
Who took it, though? And why is it here?
Wait a sec. If this was taken after my mom disappeared...
Then yeah, she's still alive. But this shot alone doesn't say much else.
I should take a closer look.
Is this it? Wonder when this picture's from. You know anything, June?
Can't say for sure, but I doubt it was all that long ago.
It can't be longer than 3 years.
This right here.
Well, actually, no. Kamuro Theater did exist. No, this part didn't exist till Judgment. No, this existed in 6. In Yakuza 6.
This is Kamuro Theater. What could be the date on this photo? Hard to tell from just this.
Take it out. Take it out. Take it out.
I can't see the date on this photo. Let me try taking it out. January 23, 2022. Hold up. This photo was just taken recently.
Hey, Kaito! Isn't this...
Mikiko. Alive and well. Shit just keeps getting stranger. Why would Shirakaba lie about her death? And why hasn't Mikiko reached out to her family?
Yeah, doesn't make any sense. I'd say Four Eyes owes us some answers.
This right here.
I can smell something, but it doesn't seem like anything important.
What have we here? Is this it? Hey, that smell. Yo, you got food on you?
Yeah, got some for you too.
Sweet. Don't mind if I do.
Huh.
This right here.
I'm catching a whiff of perfume. I've smelled this before. Something about it really takes me back.
Is this it?
She's in here somewhere. What are we missing?
Let's see.
Are we walking inside his... No, our shoes are off. Are those actual footprints on the... Wow.
What am I missing?
There's nothing to listen to. What am I missing? Wait, what? It's just gonna be the purse again.
Let's see.
Maybe the real question should be is why is there 2 cars? Who's that second car belong to? What the hell am I missing? No way this is important, is it? Do I need to look at you? What do I do?
Guessing.
Sorry.
Let's see.
Do I get up close to them? Multiple cups in the sink. You really drink tea that often? Why is it when it comes to Kaito searching that I can't find all the things? I'm feeling really dumb right now. What the hell do you want me to look at? What the hell do you possibly want me to see? Alright. There's only one way to solve this. Wait, I have to look at the bag twice? Do I have to look back at the photo?
What have we here?
She's holding the same bag I just saw. Maybe Mikiko really is here after all.
Oh, come on, fuck you! That's what I was missing.
So, Mikiko is alive. I got that right?
Yes. She's alive. No health issues to speak of either.
Awesome! You hear that, Kaito?
Tell me then, what's Mikiko been up to for 2 years? Why hasn't she hit up her family? And where is she right now?
If you're assuming she kept her family in the dark, I can assure you that's not the case.
What do you mean?
She developed dissociative amnesia.
What?
In layman's terms, severe memory loss.
She... what?
That's gotta be
It was
bullshit.
2 years ago that I found Mikiko-san at the riverbank. I rushed back here to give her treatment, but when she came to, she couldn't remember anything. All she could tell me was her name.
Damn. If it was amnesia, no wonder we never heard from her.
Okay. Can you tell us where she is now?
I don't quite know where she is. She left some time ago.
What? She's gone?
You've got some beans to spill, Doc. And I ain't talking edamame. If Mikiko's really alive, then let's get this out in the open. You faked Mikiko's death.
That I did. It was to protect her.
To protect her? How's that work?
It was right after I rescued Mikiko-san from that riverbank. Some unfamiliar people showed up in our area. Real unsavory types. And they had a picture of Mikiko-san. They went around asking all the locals, have you seen this woman? I was no exception. But then Mikiko-san, who had seen them from a distance, started trembling.
What'd they look like?
They were young, in their late 20s to mid-30s. They had numerous piercings,
goodness.
dye jobs, and flashy clothes. Intimidating would best describe them. In all honesty, they looked like a street gang. People you wouldn't want at your doorstep.
Damn it. I bet they tried to kill my mom 2 years ago.
I had similar thoughts. Perhaps Mikiko-san ran afoul of some very bad people in her past. And to make it appear as suicide, she was pushed from the top of a waterfall. But afterward, they couldn't find her body, and her death was never reported. That's why I assumed they came snooping around to confirm whether they finished the job.
Jesus.
So, that's when you went ahead and faked her death?
Yes, but only to throw those people off her trail.
Got it. So, rather than holding her against her will, you were trying to keep her safe. Something doesn't sit right, though. Why didn't you call the cops straight away?
Another thing, Mikiko-san was very hesitant about me getting the law involved. Actually, to be more precise, it wasn't the police that scared her, but rather the outside world. It was as if she were terrified of someone out there discovering she was alive.
How? I thought she lost her memories.
She
Let me
didn't.
give you a little background on that. When
She
a person
definitely doesn't
develops
want her
amnesia,
husband
they
finding
don't
her.
lose their memories. Rather, they lose touch with them. This can happen for several reasons, but for dissociative amnesia, it's usually triggered by extreme stress or past wounds. In any case, an amnesiac may avoid a perceived danger without quite understanding why. But the condition doesn't grant a clean slate. Those painful memories will still be alive in their head. And sometimes they'll resurface as instinct, directly influencing their actions.
Huh. Well, you're the doctor. Guess I'll take your word for it.
So, some civvy decides to sniff out a case on his own, instead of going to the cops. Even if he just wanted to be helpful, that's some absurd deduction.
For some doctor out in the sticks, you sure are slick faking a death good enough to fool the cops.
Well, I am the local police's medical examiner. So it was well within my ability to find another body as a substitute for Mikiko-san. We are located by a suicide spot, after all. Morbid as it is, we're not exactly in short supply of corpses.
Come to think of it, Sadamoto-san said something about how the body was too decomposed to be identified on scene.
Yes, I had to put quite a bit of work in to make the substitute appear authentic. I chose a body with a similar build to Mikiko-san as well. The photograph served as a convincing personal touch.
And you did all the DNA testing too?
That I did. It was a matter of swapping out specimens here and there.
You really pulled out all the stops, huh? That's a lot of risk you're taking there.
Maybe what I did was unacceptable, but I assure you, this was all for Mikiko-san's safety.
So, back to Mikiko. She really forgot everything but her name?
As far as I'd observed, yes. She couldn't recall her address, her date of birth, loved ones, nothing. I discovered Mikiko-san with nothing but the clothes on her back. She had no personal effects that could point to her identity. In all likelihood, the rapids had washed most of her belongings away.
Wait, but I thought she had that photo.
Yes, I'm getting to that. Half a year or so after I had taken her in, I found a woman's jacket downstream of the waterfall. This photo was in one of the jacket's pockets.
Ah, yeah. This is when we took a trip to Kamurocho.
But that's with the Millennium Tower in it. So why'd you go asking about Kamuro Theater instead? If Mikiko had amnesia, you wouldn't have known the connection. So how'd you find out?
There was a special on TV about the development history of Kamurocho. Part of the program featured the former Kamuro Theater, to which Mikiko responded immediately.
Responded? How?
Her eyes filled with tears, but they were happy, as if she were lost in memory. Although her memories didn't return in that moment, I knew that place must have been important to her. That picture over there was from when I took her to see Kamuro Theater in person. Roughly 2 years had passed since I'd found her, but her memories were still buried away. Fortunately, she'd gotten well enough to venture outside every now and again. I personally found it risky, but alas, Mikiko-san was determined to see Kamuro Theater for herself, come hell or high water.
Shirakawa-san, how was she when you took her? Did she maybe act different?
I'd say so. And mind you, the venue had undergone drastic changes since she last saw it. Nevertheless, she still seemed quite nostalgic. I think deep down in her heart, she knew what she was seeing. The peace on her face told me that.
That's so. You mentioned Mikiko was gone earlier. Could you tell me how that went down?
It was about 10 days ago. I had finished work for the day, so I came back to find Mikiko-san rushing out of the door. It was all very odd. The TV was left on. She didn't seem to have anything on her, and the look on her face was startling. What I think happened is her memories suddenly returned.
Just like that?
Yes, though I couldn't tell you what prompted it. She never gave me a reason as to why she went away. All she said was, I have unfinished business to deal with.
Unfinished business? What could that be?
Hard to say. All I know is that the Mikiko-san I saw right then was completely different from the one I knew. Her face was always so kind and gentle before. Yet there she was, glaring like a woman possessed.
Perhaps Mikiko had known about the people that killed her family. So the reason that she kind of disappeared here and got pushed into the water is because she was trying to get after those people, but they got her, threw her in the water, and now that she got her memories back, she's on the revenge path for killing all of those guys who worked and killed her family.
And her eyes were filled with hatred.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Hatred? You sure that's what you saw?
That's precisely what I saw. Something altogether deadly had consumed her. That look she had. It was enough to burn a man alive.
Burn.
Perhaps whatever she went through threatened to destabilize her mind. So she shut herself off from that event for an entire 2 years. All to preserve herself until she recuperated. That being said, I believe the group who came looking for her in the beginning must have been involved.
So whatever happened to her nearly broke her. Mikiko, just what the hell are you going through?
Back it up a sec. If Mom's got her memories back, how come she still hasn't contacted us?
Got a point there. My only guess is she's trying to keep a low profile.
Perhaps. What if Mikiko-san intended to commit some sort of crime?
What gives you that idea?
Well, if that is the case, I figure it'd be more convenient for her to be considered dead than alive. If Mikiko-san is on record as deceased, she could do whatever she wanted without ever troubling Jun-kun or her husband. And since the crime wouldn't be linked to her, her family wouldn't have to live with any stigma.
A hatred that could burn a man alive. Is Mikiko out for revenge against her would-be killers? It just sounds hard to swallow.
Alright, this is getting way too crazy. Kinda freaking out here.
I think that about wraps it up for now.
So, let me get this straight. A year and a half ago, a photo of Mom and me washed up. Only then did you go around asking about her identity, right?
Well, yes, that's right.
After that, you swapped or rearranged a corpse or whatever. I get why. You just wanted to keep Mom out of trouble. But why didn't you at least reach out to us? You could have gotten contact at any time.
Oh, you see,
Kid's got a point. You didn't even tell Mikiko herself who she was, did you? Even though you knew for quite some time. Hey! Something else you want to tell us?
Forgive me! I know making excuses won't help. But you see, from the moment Mikiko-san came into my life...
Don't tell me. You're in love with her.
What?
Yes.
Ah, jeez.
When I met her, it was love at first sight. Soon enough, I was utterly smitten. Nothing could take my mind off her. It wasn't long before I began wishing her happy little life could continue forever. But that's when that picture of her washed up. I thought if Mikiko-san remembered who she was, she'd walk right out of my life, without a moment's hesitation. That short, blissful time we shared was a blessing I didn't deserve. A man who knew nothing but loneliness was graced by an angel from above, one radiant and pure as snow. Forgive me! Forgive me for being a hopeless fool. But I promise you, I kept things decent. I didn't touch a hair on her head. Even a selfish man like me knows where to draw the line. I would never take advantage of her!
Not sure I'd buy that. You call hiding her away for 2 years decent?
Please trust me! It was only to keep her out of harm's way!
I get that, Shirakawa-san. I don't blame you for wanting to protect someone. Especially when trouble comes knocking. Fact is, you risked your neck to keep Mikiko safe. Not many would. That aside, you didn't tell her who she was when you had the chance. And that's your big mistake. No wonder you two had a happy little life here. You took her other options away. Do you have any idea what kind of hell you put her family through?
I know that whatever I do, it'll never be enough to atone. That much is clear.
That all you gotta say? Then I suggest you apologize to Mikiko at the very least. Of course, she might knock your ass out when you do. Hey, what the hell?
Man, what the hell is this?
Every night I will save your life.